Hello and welcome back to Thursday Formula 4. We've got the British Grand Prix today. It's the short qualifying format. We've got 16 drivers on the grid today, and as usual, all 5 teams with 4 drivers, although we have a couple missing today, but hopefully we should still be in for a good race. And straight away I'd like to introduce my co-commentator for today's race. It's Shane. Yep, so Shane's going to be joining me for today's race. Obviously Jonah's not back yet, which is a bit of a shame, but hopefully I'll be back in a couple of races. And yeah, you just got us two today, so it should be a good one. Right, so we'll get right into it. The first drivers will start to head out on track, and I think we should just take a moment to reflect on last week's race. Obviously, Shane, I know you weren't there, but it was a belter. It was a Singapore Grand Prix, bit of a wet to a dry one, absolute carnage. I have to say, it was a really good race to watch, and to watch Apex Finn, I think it was to go from 16th to 1st, and that was what a drive from him. And it was a really good result for his team as well, because the Jordan team in the yellow colours really needed that one. Yep, so those two are going out. The championship leader, Big Weir, he's been racking up some consistent performances, and he's been in the fight for the lead in nearly every race this season, other than in Abu Dhabi. He's got 6 out of 7 races, which has been mightily impressive. Yep, and Big Weir's going to be the first one to start a lap. It's the furthest round towards the line, so yeah, I think we'll start with him on the first lap, and we'll see how that goes. Yep. Yep, down the Hamilton straight and turn 1. Yeah, I find the back end steps out a little bit there too, but yeah, but he's taken it quite well so far, I would say, for the start of a session, as we've already got a yellow flag. Hopefully he's... Yep. Yep. And... Yep. Big Way took cops quite well, just kept it within track limits, obviously don't want to get an invalidation. At this point we will be monitoring track limits today at cops. Another Force India. Yeah, it cleared itself up quite well. Then Milan's reserving today, along with I think it's CDMJW is also reserving. As Big Way comes on the final corner to set the first lap time, and it's a 1:27.598. Yep. Next comes through is Flea, but he's invalidated his lap time, so we'll go to the next car, which is a Brawn behind. That's BKF. Goes Blaver. As BKF jumps to within about a tenth, but immediately Mango on the mediums. What a blistering time that is! Yeah. Yeah, and that'll be a good start to the qualifying session for the Jordan team. They really need it down at the bottom of the team standings at the moment. Yep, I'm riding on what the shop be like for the Ford team at the moment now, as he's just gonna activate his DRS. A collision. Ooh. And that's not good for those drivers. Yeah, a couple of mistakes coming in. Just drivers might just be lifting off to let others through, I suppose. There's always that someone off at cops. Yeah, it looks like it's cops. Carrying on with shop be like at the moment, as he comes into the final complex right now. Shot crosses the line now and he jumps to P3. Yeah, so that's another good result for the Ford team at the start of qualifying there, but Mango's time is already, that's a very good time on the mediums. He's looked rather quick in qualifying in both the two races he's contested so far. Abu Dhabi he dominated qualifying and went on to take the lead on the final lap, and he had a bit of a bad strategy I think that race, but he took the lead on the final lap to win. And great qualifying pace in Singapore as well, but it was a bit of a disaster in the race for him and ended up retiring. So we'll see what he can do today as King's Aim jumps to P7. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of drivers currently on a fast lap. I think the first one is maybe Waitsy, he's doing one right now. Yep, they were changed after last season, obviously we shuffled some of the teams. As those of you who've been around for a while know, we kept Ford and obviously Bentley, they stayed obviously with revamped car liveries slightly, but the other three teams are completely new, and I think the teams did a good job picking their own team names and liveries because it's come out really nice. Yeah, it might just be out of fuel weight fees. It says purple middle sector, but the game does glitch like that sometimes, so we'll have to see. He's a very fast driver usually, so I'd expect him to be near the top, but we'll see where he can slot his car as he's heading towards the final complex again. And Waits jumps 3-2. Yep. He's on the turn 1 this time. Yeah, as playing ballet at the final corner. Yeah. Yeah. So I have to say so far, obviously we've got a couple of drivers missing, but it's not going to go wrong for the Bentley team in the all green. They've got currently like no drivers in the top 10. They'll want to improve on that. Yep, and it's definitely been a good day for the Ford team in all blue though. Currently sitting second, third and fifth so far. They're able to hold on to that. Yeah. Yeah, he's on a good one. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, do not tires man goes on his outlines on the softs this time, so I'm interested to see if he actually goes for it, because he's currently got pole on the mediums, if he wants to start on there. I'm currently watching Prix turbo now, again towards Brooklyn. And he's a little bit up on his lap so far, not by much. It'll be enough to displace his teammate from second at the moment now, if he can hold this though. Yeah. Oh, it was prior invalidates that one of the final corners, and I think someone was also spun off. Yep, I think it was just cops that caught him out, unfortunately, and yeah, we're having to bounce back in the sprint race and then the main race. I think we've got ground out going to the final corner now. Jumps to 8. Yeah. Yeah, they'll be trying to fight for the field together, I would have thought, with being so close. I think we've got a shock on another one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll be everyone into the pits other than Leon is out. Well, at the moment, Leon is out. And yeah, as Lee stays out, I don't think Greenfelt might be coming in. Yeah, so just change to Leon watching.
There we go. Tyre settings didn't allow it, so you should be able to stream. I've just seen it this way.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, well, if you didn't know, he auditioned us earlier, so it's Shane. And yeah, he's been here the whole time commentating. Hopefully you can hear him now, and yeah, we're gonna.
Thanks to the Discord for pointing that one out. Especially Mango, because he noticed it, so. Prix coming on Right, yeah, Pri's on about that. That push. So Pri, will we wait till your shock will be coming back out? Shock's coming back out, and makes a sustained charge. Looks like, let's see. Basically looks like he's put it in second place.
Yeah, I think some of the drivers come out of our final run and they're all starting to pile out on track now, so...
Final push for everybody.
Yeah, I think only Lee's run out a sequence of it. He's come out a little bit earlier, or stayed out on track, and he's just putting in a lap now, because he hasn't obviously not got one yet.
I don't think he's probably going to still be starting 16. Oh, 14. Just a bit quicker.
Yeah.
I'll just go down to the race at the end of it.
Yeah, and he's not got time to come back into pits now and get back out, so he's just going to have to stick with it. Everyone comes back out on track for that laps now. And who's the first man who's going to be starting a lap? It looks like it could be... Is that Pryor at the head of the queue coming around to start the thing? He's quite away from it.
So, yeah.
Oh, as he loses it! And he's kept it going. Will this invalidate his thing? He needs to get back on track. Yeah, because it's not a time.
He's quite far ahead of everyone else, so, but that's going to cost him a lot of time.
Yeah, if I was him, I'd back out, recharge, and go again, because he will just have time to go again.
Yeah.
And if he can just do a quick enough lap. Alright, so we're going to the head of the queue now. It's the Bentley of Bradfield. Yeah, he hasn't been, I can't really do anything else. He's done a lot of laps on those cars.
Yeah, he's just well, actually, he's going to get the ball in, so let's go back to Bradford, let's see how he's...
Yeah, he's 2/10 off for the first sector, so, you know, taking a little bit off, and he could be contending for the mid-pack maybe. We'll see what he can do.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't hit top 10, that's one thing.
Oh yeah, I think he's going to be aiming for maybe 7th-ish, that kind of area.
Yeah. Oh, another 2/10 off. He's second set. At the end of that second, so... Let's see. The final corner. 7.
And 7/10 up, that's quite a lot. He's going to be pushing maybe for that 5th or 6th, maybe we've underestimated him. He's only a little bit off that, I think.
He's giving it everything that he's got, so...
Yep, and the checker flag's about to fall. Did the Ford get round in time to start his lap? Yes, just in time, the one he's from before. So he's the mass man across the line. As Bradfield comes across the line, to set his lap time, he jumps to 5th.
Oh yeah?
Who's next? It's Shot We Like, and he jumps to 2nd.
Ah, that's a good lap for him.
Next coming is BKS, he's 2/10 off. Can he improve? Yes, he goes to 8th. Then next up it's a Force India, who I've missed. Sorry to them, I didn't get around to them in time. It's now, yeah. And then it was Lewis who came across the line next. He's jumped to 7th. And then there was another Bentley, I think that was H. Bosworth as well.
Sorry. Mango's just letting everyone pass, so looks like he's got pole.
This big rear boxes. Milan runs off the track, he's lost the car completely, he's spun across the track, he's going to hit the wall, is he going to be out? No. He survives, he's in the pit lane now.
Oh, he needs to get out of there before he gets to the next.
Yeah, most people seem to have backed out. I think Apex Finley's backed out. Graham Park's going to finish his lap. Does he jump up? 8.
He jumps to 8. That's a good improvement for him. Let's get on with Apex. Yeah, he's just giving up.
And that's yeah, that's everyone. And they are all finished now. So that is going to be the order.
But Mango with pole position from a very early lap, so...
And he started on the mediums, so will you get the grip off the line with those mediums?
You do. I've noticed a lot of people do mediums, because they're a lot better for early racing. but
Yeah.
people will change to softs about halfway through the race.
Yeah, I think the key for those 3 forwards in the second, third and fourth is to get Mango off the start with at least one of them if they can, because to stop him from running away from this, they really need to split them out.
Oh, definitely.
Yep, so I'll run everyone through the order now. So it's Mango who qualified first, we've got Shotby in second, it's Waitsy in third. Well, Prix in fourth, a good strong showing for the Fords there in second, third and fourth. Bigby, the championship leader, in fifth. Bradfield got sixth with Lewis in seventh. Groenfeld was eighth, and H. Rosworth in ninth. It was BKS Keslever in 10th, and then it was King's Aim in 11th. Milan got 12th, Apex Friendly with 13th, Fleet with 14th, Gennady with 15th, and CDMJW with that retirement at Cops rounds off the starting grid for the sprint race in 16th. So I want to get your thoughts on that, Shane. How did you find that?
That was actually a really enjoyable qualifier. I enjoyed every minute, especially Mango getting the early lap on the mediums out of nowhere, but let's see if he can keep hold of the lead.
Yeah, no, it was really impressive by him. I thought it was a really good lap to start off with, and we've seen that from him over the last couple of races, I think. On the Apex Friendly's really over the last 2 races, I would have said. And Apex is starting well down the field today, so he's going to have to try and turn things around. So we're going to be starting the sprint race in a minute. It'll be a formation lap first. Drivers are now going to pick their strategies, obviously. I think we've got Mango on the mediums, but everyone else until the top 10 will be on the soft. And obviously free tire choice for the main race as usual, because that will have to be we'll have to reset the grid for that.
Yeah. Right, let's just update. There we go. Just turn my microphone up as you can't hear me on stream properly. So.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit louder now, which should be good. Yeah. So the time is finished counting down, and the formation lap's about to begin.
Alright, let's get on with this sprint. Alright.
So it'll be 13 laps of Silverstone, and obviously as always we've got the person monitoring Cops, as we said earlier. And yeah, hopefully it should be a good one. Outside the top 10 we've got a split. 3 have decided to go on the mediums, 3 have decided to go on the softs, so we'll see how that works out for them.
Ah, there we go. It just changed from the tyres. 4 mediums, that's not a bad little one though.
No, I think those medium tyres will be really looking to capitalise on that alternate strategy.
And I'm going to push Mango on these corners. Shocks on the inside, but let's see.
Yeah, I have to say it's a good performance from the Ford team. Though in second, third, and fourth they need that. I think they're currently sitting in. I think I'm right about this, third in the team standings behind Force India and Bentley, but the gaps are quite even this way. I think it's like 25 points or 30 points between each of the teams in the top, really, well, 4 or 5 really, with maybe a little bit bigger gap somewhere. So they're going to be looking to capitalise on this, get a big haul of points today. It was quite disappointing for the Force India team. I mean, despite having 4 drivers, 11th, 12th and 14th, they're going to look to build on that, I think.
They should be able to improve, but it depends if they want to go for it or not.
Yeah, or will they just play for that top 10th place for the reverse for the main race? They've performed well this season. They're currently leading the teams, so with 3 of their main full drivers here today, and they've got first and second in the Drivers' Championship at the moment. They'll be looking to repeat some of that today, I would have thought.
If Bentley finish higher than the Force India, they could go top with some good points. There's only 22 points separating the teams, so for them two anyway.
Yeah, I think it's been a good fight all season so far between those teams, but other teams are trying to get back in at Ford after some early season disasters in the race have started to build their way back, so we'll see what they can do as we're going to head towards the 5 lights.
I'm surprised Bentley's got so many points with only having 3 drivers racing though.
Yeah, they've
been excellent this season.
Yeah, we've got 1 driver not racing today as we're heading towards 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights.
Let's jump on with Mango.
And we're away for Thursdays, and Mango gets to jump off the line, but the Fords are going possibly 3 wide into turn 1. We'll see what happens here.
Shocks dropped 3 places, though.
And will everyone make it to the first couple of corners? Mango's held the lead, but behind them the Force India's a not Force India's, the Ford, sorry, are squabbling a second and third. Oh, is that a spin? Oh no, Pryor, oh, is that wait, sorry, someone holds it together, he's just kept it on track.
Big waves, Big's come up though, so which is good for him.
Yeah, it's a good performance for the Force India. Yeah, good performance for the Force India there. Getting that overtake done on all the way from 5th to 3rd, and if we're looking to do that, I think at the back apex spin they may have had a bit of a mare and lost a couple of positions. If we're looking to improve on that, is that
Flea's just gone down. Flea's just span
on the edge?
That's unlucky for him.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, he's lost a lot of time there. As we're gonna carry on through Maggots and Beckett's now.
BKS took over Lewis F1, not one of them, so that's a good little overtake.
As Kingsholm's making the move on H. Bosworth a bit further back here.
Let's see if we can catch up to Bradfield though.
Yeah, as Grunfeld now goes for it on the side by side.
Oh, CDM's just overtaken Lewis as well. Oh, Lewis is in pits, that's why.
Yeah,
he Lewis last.
Yeah, not a good
with the fastest lap, with a 132.091.
Yep, as they're going to the first corner now, and I have to say, Big Way is quite close to the back of Pryor at the moment. He's looking to get that move done.
Let's see what he can do though. That's the main issue. Please gone up, but he's quite behind the pack. Unfortunately, obviously Lewis is in pit, so he's going to have a lot of catching up to do this race.
Yeah, absolutely, and he needs a safety car. Judging on what we've seen on Thursdays, safety cars now too far away, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw one, but we'll see.
It's a good job I'm not racing, there would be a safety car.
Same with me racing.
It's like all these people with steering wheels and there's me on a D-pad. It's like a little bit unfair.
Same on controller. As Pryor and Big Way, I think they both, at least Pryor, definitely got a shape at cops and went slightly off the track. Obviously that is being monitored, but he may have got a warning for it anyway because he came straight back on.
Let's see what's happening further down the field. Still quite bunched up. Looks like CDM's going on a move for Milan. He's overtaken him, but Milan's got that position straight back. Forcing CDM wide on that corner then.
Yeah.
And go look at the fastest lap.
Yeah, and he's starting to pull out of the DRS now, which is critical for him.
Yeah. Let's see if he can... Still got a second lead, but everything...
Oh, it's Bradfield spun! Oh, he's out, he's hit the wall.
Oh!
Could that be a safety car? Yeah, unlucky. Could that be a safety car? It's a virtual safety car.
Let's see. Gives Lewis a chance to go past him, obviously, but still a bit of time.
I'm just trying to go to full safety car, virtual safety car. Look.
I think it might just stay virtual.
Yeah, it should have changed by now if it was full. So. And that's a bit of a shame for him. He was running, I think it was 6th or 7th. He just lost it on the curve at turn 2. And it's a bit of a disaster. But they were going again now.
TF4 is enabled, so...
And I have to say, Pryor's got a bit of a jump on Mango there. He's closed the gap by 4 tenths again, and now he's right with Mango, ahead of the Maggots and Beckett's.
And then obviously Big's just right behind them too, so... And there's a little gap between the two Fords, but nothing major. He's still quite close, even though the DRF has been enabled. BKS overtook Bosworth there. That's a good little overtake. Let's see if Bosworth will try and fight back for his position.
Yep, and they're all scrapping low down the field, but at the front there's a bit of a gap being pulled, I would say, by the top 6. They seem to be getting a little bit away from those a bit further behind. Even the top 3 have also got away as well, I would say.
Yeah, there's just going through the field, and it's like you get from 6th, so from Kings, there's like the little gap for Rowan, and then it's just they're bunched up, and then you get to Flea, and then he's just on his own. So is Lewis, obviously, due to his pit stop. But looks like 3 laps in. Only Lewis has changed to mediums though. Stuck with the mediums. Oh no, he's changed to medium, sorry.
Yeah, he made the switch. When you tell those medium tyres progressive thing as Pryor runs a bit wide again and comes back on straight away, he's going to be getting warnings for that, I would have thought, because he's not deliberately running wrong. Mango's well out of shape though. Mango's really out of shape, and this is going to give Pryor a big opportunity here as he turns on the RS. He's burning all of it as he's now turned it back off again, but he's right.
Action though.
Yeah, he's with the DRS. It was powerful enough. He's right on the back of him. He's got to get this move done soon if he's going to do it, because those mediums are going to be gaining a bit of an advantage soon.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get to it. Oh, Milan's overtaken Helvo by the looks of it there. Brown's gone into the pit. Looks like it's an early pit for him.
Yeah. I think it's just that he's trying to get the undercut perhaps on some of the cars in front. I'm not quite sure. I think there's a bit of a gap between him and the car in front though.
Yeah, Flea's gonna overtake him, but Lewis is with 4 or 5 corners behind.
As Mango got a little bit out of shape there, or lost some momentum anyway. I didn't quite see as Mango moves towards the inside. There's a bit of contact there. There's contact. Oh. And Mango's off the track. Is that a spin for Mango?
No, he kept it together luckily, but
he's lost 2 positions. Yeah,
he's gonna have to come back in the pits, I think.
Yeah, I think Pryor's got damage as well, maybe, because Big Wheel's passed him straight away. There's head towards Cops now. I didn't quite see what happened, but I have to say they were heading down the straight and Mango moved to the inside, Pryor touched the back, and there was just contact into the actual corner as they both ran wide.
Yeah, unfortunate, but it happens to the best of us. Oh, there we go, CDM's just got a penalty. I'm guessing for cutting corners, so...
Yeah, and this is bad news for Mango, I would have said. I think second and third might both have damage, and Mango is going to be... He was in a good position to win this race, I would have said, on those mediums, but he's going to have to make a pit stop potentially.
Taken though.
Maybe he doesn't have damage.
Pryor's coming in, so that means he might have some damage.
Yeah, Pryor touched this side pod, so if Mango might have got away with that one, but Pryor clearly didn't. He's into the pits, and that's, well, it's ruined his chances of the win today, is that.
We're set to 3.
And who's that? Is that King's Home on the inside?
Yeah, King's Home must have spun, unfortunately.
Yeah, not good for the Force India driver there. He's gonna hope to bounce back from that, as Big Wheel, the championship leader, is now leading this race after contact between the top 2. But Mango's still in with a good shot here if he's got away without damage there. He's only 8 tenths back.
Yeah, Apex has just taken Worth over, so...
Yeah, and those medium tyre runners are starting to climb through the field now.
It's the only problem when you go soft, so you've always got that risk.
Other than the first couple of laps where you get the jump after that, you really got a deficit to the medium runners.
Mine's half and half. So.
Yeah, Mango's in a great shape to make this move now, as Big Wheel's tyres have worn a little bit too much, I think, and Mango's 3 tenths back. He's going to try and make the move.
What did he do now? Must have cut corners or something.
Yeah. As Mango's down the inside, will Big Wheel try and hold it on the outside? No, he's letting it go, but Mango dives straight for the pits this time. An early pit stop for from the mediums, I would have said.
Yeah.
He's stopping in from soft runners.
Gives Big a chance of...
Oh, is that Milan's fun though? Because Milan seems to have dropped a lot of positions without coming to pits straight away. He's now coming to the pits though, so maybe it was just the pits. But... There's the people who haven't pitted, I think that's currently... Is that just the top 5 that now haven't pitted, I'm thinking? Yeah.
Yeah, top 5. And then Flea in 6th.
Oh yeah, Flea, I couldn't see that he hadn't. Yep. The top 6, but Flea is a bit further back off the rest of them, and Big Way's got a massive gap back to VKS as well, so the top, I would say, really the top 3 or 4 in this race has really got away once the pit site sequence filters out, with Mango currently in 7th. Big Way's going to be going for this on his out lap, on his in lap. If he's coming in this lap, he has to, because Mango's going to be charged on those fresh tyres.
Definitely. King's just getting up his tyres, he's just dropped back a little bit further than everyone else, so... see if he can catch up.
Yeah.
Big with a massive lead over KBS.
Yep, and he's heading into the pits. But where will he emerge is crucial for the race. Oh, Mango got the undercut.
By the looks of it, he's going to come out just before Prix, so I'm going to say he's going to take 6th place. Then I don't know how quick this pit crew wants to be.
Yeah, it's quite a long pit lane though itself, so I suspect he'll come out maybe just behind today, but will Mango be anywhere near? This is the crucial thing for this race. I don't know if Mango got a wing change either, that's what I wasn't looking out for in the pits. If Mango did, then this will easily give it to Big Wheel, but it doesn't look like he did because it's going to be really close to the region back on track, I would have said.
Big's on his exit of the pit.
As he comes out the pit.
Out before,
Mango's just got him now.
Prix just done the fastest lap with a 1:27 though.
And that was so close coming back out on track. Big Wheel has got the DRS, but Mango's got the soft tyres now, and they are going to be flying for the last few laps of this race. If Big Wheel wants to win this race, he needs to get the movement as soon as possible.
Top 3 still got a pit though, so Mango should take 1st place once they go pitted. So.
Yep. Exactly, only a safety car was really helping on that now. And heading to Maggots, and Maggots now, and the gap is 6 tenths, 7 tenths between the 4th and 5th, which will be the net lead of the race after the pit stops. H Robs up, gets himself a 3-second time penalty there. Gennady pit.
People want to cut corners today though, that's one thing.
Yeah, we got a couple of forward penalties. Clearly.
The Ram's gone for the overtake on Lewis, and he has done it with the DRS. Got the DRS and ERS, I think it is. I think he's used that.
Yep.
Mango with the fastest lap. He's going for that extra point, I believe.
Yeah, I think he will be going for that extra point there. Apex Finley might have chances of taking it once he pits and is on fresh tyres on low fuel as well.
Gallant's just coming out of the pit, so that's his stop, which only leaves the top 2 with the stops remaining. Hopefully unlucky with Bradfield going out so early in the race.
Yeah, it's not really worked out for Bentley. They've slipped back and they're in 13th, 14th and 16th at the moment.
Let's see, Pryor overtook Shot. Looks like the Ford guys are taking 5th, 6th and 7th at this rate.
Yeah, but with 1st and 2nd still to come in, that could improve to 3rd, 5th and 4th, 3rd, 4th and 5th once the top 2 come in. Especially when Flea comes in, that position I'll bet they'll definitely get the position off Flea. It's just whether Apex Finley is too far in front when he pits.
Apex is staying out for another lap. Let's see if Flea will come in.
I think he wants that safety car because there's only going to be 4 laps of it in this one. Oh, Shot the Light gets out of shape.
Apex nearly lost it on the final corner then. He did go to recover though.
Yeah, Shot the Light almost lost it on the exit of Maggots and Beckett's as well, but he just held it together. I think he's praying that safety car comes on this next lap so he can make the pit stop, or at least a virtual safety car. That would really help him out. Otherwise, he's gonna slip back here.
Oh, that was Pablo and Gian battling for 13th. By the looks of it then. King's obviously still behind.
Oh, is that Grunwald spun round? He's in the wall. He's out of the race, and that could be the safety car I was talking about. We've got them this season so far. Will it be another safety car? Yes, it is, and that saved Apex.
Lewis took the 3-second penalty. I'm guessing for corner corners as well. 4 penalties to Silverstone, though. That's quite impressive.
Yeah, it's not as severe. It's not the hardest track to get a corner cut on one arm, but it's definitely not the easiest. I'd say the easiest maybe USA and the S's, would you say, Kota? That's quite a nasty one.
Yeah, that is quite nasty. I've had a few there, but I just tend to normally crash out, so. I'm bad at racing, so.
I'm not the best either, but we're on commentary today, so it's fine. So Apex is going to be making the pit stop. It turned out that staying out was the correct decision. He is going to get a free pit stop here, and critical for him, I would say. And he was so lucky with Grenfell crashing out. I could just see him was on the first corner again. Another driver losing it there today.
He's shutting that gap down though, so he might come into the pits as well.
Yeah, it's not cops to yeah.
So Mango will take first place again.
Yep, it's not cops today where the incidents have been, though, interestingly. It's actually been the first and second corners.
Yeah.
As Mango's heading down the start... as Mango's heading down the start finish straight. Now when he takes the lead, Apex Finley will be looking to emerge in second place, or will it be third? I think it might be third. Oh, Apex lose it out of the pits. And that cost a position, I think, there. I think he would have had shot be like, had that not happened. But that's promoted him into a brilliant P4, much higher than he was running before. And with the two on mediums in front of him, it could be in the money to get 2 overtakes done here. And potentially challenge Mango for the win if he can get through quickly enough. Will we get 1 or 2 laps? Will the safety car be in at the end of this lap if people can catch up in time?
By the looks of the crash, it was quite bad, but knowing F1 games, they won't take too quick to do it. It's like the council nowadays. Take forever and a day to do one job.
I suspect it'll be in at the end of this lap. I think they're going to catch up in time, but I don't know. Last time at Singapore it came in.
I don't know, King's quite far back, so I don't think he'll catch up before.
Yeah, the safety car inline is the yellow dot, I think, is it not? Is that the control line for the safety car? So it's there that he has to catch up by.
True. He might be able to.
I don't know, I think you might be right. I don't think he's going to make it, and I think the safety car could be out for another lap. We will see. At Singapore it came in with 2 laps to go when we had a late safety car in the main race. Well, the only race, because it was full qualifying. So we'll see what happens here, but... Oh no, it's in this lap, it's before the yellow dot. I didn't even know when it was, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, no, it's in this lap, and I think everyone will...
King won't be able to catch up. He's the only one who hasn't caught up to everyone, so...
Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to catch up to the pack. Someone's in the grass back there, I don't know who that is.
Oh, I don't know, I can't see that.
The Mango's getting ready to leave the field.
Oh no, King has caught back up. Just in time.
And he'll have hot tyres after catching up so fast at the end. So
it's 100
Lee on that, Lee I think, because he was on the grass at one point, yeah.
Just play back into the pits, unfortunately.
Will anyone lose it on cold tyres? That is my question through the first couple of corners. Everyone seems to make it through cleanly. And Mango's got a little bit of jump on those behind.
And he's got it on Waitsy's, Jan, so let's see if we can overtake Big. It would help Mango a lot with Waitsy. Taking over Big drops him down the point system, so let's see.
Yeah, Apex.
King's overtaken as well. So King's up to 12th now.
Yep, Apex is going to be looking though on those fresh soft tyres to take third place here. He's quite close.
Let's see. Lucas is just behind. There's a little bit of worse run way far wide then.
Yeah, there's Apex.
Just behind them, so.
Apex got a good run through Maggots and Beckett's as well onto the back straight. There's obviously no DRS with only a small number of laps to go, but is he going to be able to make any impact on the cars in front?
It's going to go for the overtake on where? Can he get it though?
They're side by side. These two battled for the lead at the first race of the season. But Apex coming back at him.
There's a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, but Apex is so close. Apex is taking the move, and there's a bit of a cut off on the last corner here. As VKS is now going to get shot by like 2. VKS is looking down the inside of Apex, not going to happen. But those two have moved past shot me like.
Wow. It's final lap, so. Flea's all the way back, yeah. Unfortunately, Flea's out of this race at this point.
Yeah, Lee will not get any more positions. Yeah, unless there's any more retirements, he will not get any more positions now.
Let's see. Oh, CDM and Kings having a battle for 11th. King's come out on top though, so that's good.
Yeah, and I think the podium's looking pretty settled. I don't think anything's going to change there, but behind Lewis maybe on those very old mediums, having a look at shot they like still.
Mango's there. I'd say Mango's got first unless he crashes.
Yeah, he's fought back well after crashes prior. They're still taking the top 2 positions here.
Yeah.
As Milan is going for around Lewis, it isn't Lewis attacking, it's Lewis defending as they run towards the final couple of corners now.
Lewis took the inside line and then ran wide, so Milan should be able to.
Oh.
Almost got tapped out by Milan there.
Yeah, will Milan make him dive for it at the final corner? He could, no, he goes on the outside.
Milan's taking him.
Is Lewis going to try and hold on?
Mango with the pole position.
Lewis can't hold on, Big Wheels goes at the inside, Big Wheels spins into the wall across the line, buddies.
He got 6th, but only just.
Yeah, he got 6th, and that was because of penalties for Lewis around. I don't know if Lewis actually got it, but Lewis had a penalty.
Lewis ended up, he finished 13th, okay.
Yeah, he had a penalty and dropped down some positions now. As did I think Shockley like and a couple of others.
That was an interesting sprint.
Yeah, it is, and now we're going to have the main race in a second.
That's fine, I can eat my pizza. I'll wait. I've not had my tea and I was like, I need to get something to eat.
One thing I would like to comment on is, will we have rain in the main race, do you think? Because it's Britain, you never know what's going to happen.
I don't know, from the past experience, I think there's a chance, but I think it's still going to be a dry race for the guys today.
There'll be a lot of them will be hoping for that. Some of them who are starting in the back might be hoping to mix it up a bit in the lap. We'll see.
But you never know with this game, so it's one thing you can never judge is if it's going to be a dry or a wet sprint.
Yep, we've got. So these are the results from the sprint race. We had Mango, he took P1, what a drive after a collision with Prix, who still managed to finish second, but had damage at some point as well. Apex Finley working out the good strategy from 13th to 3rd there with the safety car, and then it was BKS who came in 4th. Milan was 5th, with Big Wheel, the championship leader, coming in 6th. He dropped 1 position from the start, but I think he'd be relatively happy with that. Waitsy in 7th, it was Shockby like his teammate in 8th. Kingsholm came home 9th, and H. Bosworth was 10th. CDM came home 11th with Gennady in 12th. Lewis was 13th. Flea was 14th. Groenfeld and Jay Bradfield, the 2 retirements from the race. So that was an interesting one. We've seen a couple of crashes today, haven't we? CDM DNF'd in qualifying, Bradfield and Groenfeld in the race and sprint race.
Yeah. Let's see what they can do actually in the race. Let's see if they don't crash this time.
Yep, so the grid's going to be restructured. Yep, no, you're right. The grid's going to be restructured now, obviously. You guys know the format. They're gonna, I think it's reversed top 10, I'm pretty sure. I will just check that because I don't have the best memory at this point. But I'm pretty sure it is the top 10 that gets reversed. So the person who finished 10th there, which is going to be H. Bosworth, is going to be taking pole position for the main race.
The boys are having a little bit of banter in the Discord chat, so...
Yeah, they always do. We've got the person who has been monitoring the cops cam, as we would like to call him. Thank you, Shugs Live. Shout out to you today for monitoring cops for us. It says one driver will be maybe receiving a penalty from cops cam because they've been extending too much. So whoever that is, naughty stuff on the wrist for you.
I can't wait to see who it is.
We'll have to have a look after the race with the stewards, I suspect, if it's slam dunk, but yeah, we'll have a look. But yeah, there's a bit of banter going on between Mango and Prix. Well, maybe not banter, there was a bit of an incident between them there. I think Lewis got another penalty on the last corner, which is really unfortunate after that contact with Big Wheel in the last corner as he tried to stick his nose up the inside. So yeah.
This Discord chat, oh my god.
Yep, they're getting a little bit excited, they always do between the races. There'll be a... Alright, so yeah, we're going going into the main race in a bit. I think there'll be a 5-minute break usually, that's what they give people while they reset the grid as well, and then we'll be heading into it. So, one thing I would like to talk about, obviously you've not been here for previous races, so you won't have much knowledge of this, but obviously you have access to the standings, is the standings. So, after the sprint race, I have to say, it was another good one for Braun, I would say, taking first and fourth in the sprint lab there, looking to climb the way back up.
Oh my god, I got a dead arm, should not go to the gym and do weights.
Yeah, after the poor start of the season for Braun, they're going to look to climb the way back up. They're currently in fourth, but they're going to try and catch back up. I know they've got Mango, who's been here for 2 races now, and there's already 13th in the standings. That sprint performance will take him for a number of other positions, because you get sprint, the top 6 get points, so 10 for first. So that'll be beneficial for him. So you also got 4th pole position, I forgot to mention as well, so Mango.
Fastest lap then for Mango.
Yeah, there's no point for fast lap, I don't think, in the sprint race in this thing, but yeah, 7 points for seconds, that's 7 points for Priotiv, 5 points for Apex Finley, 3 points for BKS, 2 for Milan, and that'll be 1 for Big Wheel in the sprint race. Which will obviously benefit some of those drivers in the standings for the championship, particularly. Well, none of the really the top people in Big Wheel actually scored there. I mean, BKS in 7th score in the standings scored, Apex in 5th scored, Priotiv in 8th scored, and Mango in 13th scored, and then obviously Milan is a reserve, so he doesn't score points for the drivers, he's just on the reserve list. He scores points for the team though, which is going to be helpful for them.
Every point counts for the team though.
Yep, exactly. Coming in 5th and 6th, they'll be happy with that. Obviously not good one for Bentley, no points there at all, no one in the top 6. But the other teams have all had someone in the top 6, so at least they're all gaining a little bit, particularly Braun, which is a good result for them. But the main points handed out in the race, as always, we go down to 15th place for points. So most people, if everyone finishes today, will be getting points. So you may as well stay in the race even if you're having a bad one, you're helping your team out. As long as you're completing 90% of the race distance, you'll be classified and you'll get your points.
Yep, that's the main thing.
Yep, and big points dished out here, 25 for first, all the way down to 150th. So this is where you really want to make it count. The sprint race is just setting up for the main race.
Alright, so what, we've got a couple minutes left before we're due to race anyway, so that's fine.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go downstairs and grab a drink, and then I shall be back. Be right back, buddy.
Alright. So, we're going to have a look at the comments. I don't know if anyone's been in the comments, so I haven't had a chance to check. It's been a bit hectic today. I suspect maybe you, Zach, you might be in there. If I know you, you'll be watching. Yeah, lots of people telling me about the commentary. Sorry, we wanted to spot that at the start. But we're all good now. 6 of you watching, so anyone got any good predictions for the race? If you want to put them in there, I'll have a read of them and see if anyone's able to get it spot on, and I'll see what I can do as well, and I'll also Shane when he gets back. I think we're going to be getting going in a little bit. I don't think it will take much longer to sort the grid in. Yes, the ready up sign has just come out. So people are starting to ready up now and we're going to be getting into it before the race begins. So we're 26 laps and we'll see if we get wet weather. I know a lot of you in the Discord are busy talking about whether there'll be rain or not. It's Britain. I know not all of you are from around here, but for those of you who are, we all know it's very wet here all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bit of a downpour, which would mix up quite nicely for us. But we're just heading into the race now, and I think that might be Shane coming back.
I'm back. That's sweet. Got my drink. Ready.
Nice. Let's get ready to go. We're just talking about going to the race, whether there'll be any wet weather. We'll have a look now. Nope, sunny skies unless it changes throughout the race. We're starting dry, folks.
I think Mango might start on mediums again. He did well to begin with.
Yeah.
But let's have a look.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see what they do in 20 seconds when the strategies start to come through. But yep, so it's the full race. We'll cover it all the way, and let's hope for a good one. It's been a good couple of races around so far this season. I think every race has been, well, about half race has been down to the last lap. To be honest, I think about 3 or 4 have come down to the last lap anyway so far this season. So we'll see what happens today.
Oh.
And who is starting on the mediums? That is what we want to know.
Oh, definitely. Details, position, start.
And it's actually mainly on the mediums. Most people opt in for the mediums today.
Shock, Apex, Pryor, Lewis, and Brad are all on the softs.
Yep. They're actually on the... usually, the softs will start off at some tracks and be considered the main strategy, but here, it's actually the alternate strategy with them on the mediums. So we'll see what the impact those guys can make. I think Apex probably wants to mix it up as being on a different tyre to... and Pryor wants to mix it up as being on a different tyre to Mango, as otherwise Mango's pace is quite severe. Yeah, basically. very, very quick, basically, from what we see in qualifying and the first race as well, to be able to bounce back. Obviously, Pryor also did a good job. But I want to get your predictions for the race, Shay, and we usually do this with other commentators, so I'll do it with you.
Mango's been good in the quali and the sprint, so I'm going to go Mango first, and then I think it's going to be roughly the same people, top 3. I'm going to go Mango, Pryor, and Big, I'm going to say.
That is, yep, that is what you would see based on all the form. I tend to go a little bit outlandish. Sometimes it works, knowing what Thursday's Formula 4 is. It'll either go exactly like you said and it'll be calm, or it'll be absolute chaos and none of those will be on the podium. I'll go with, I think you might see, I suspect that you might, I'm going to say Apex first because I don't want to predict the same as you. I'm going to say Big Wheel will get second, and I'm going to say King's Home will take third.
I think Apex is definitely an underdog in this race.
Definitely. He's shown good pace.
I think he's going to finish 4th, if anything. If anything, it's like his sprint. He had a consistent pace to him, so... But time will only tell. That's the main thing. Looks like Hobbs is on pole with Kingsman second. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see who gets the better launch out of everybody.
Will Shock be like on those soft tyres, get a better launch off the line, and he's going to be looking for one.
Oh. Getting glitched there. Everyone jumped forwards apparently.
Yeah. That's 5 lights.
And we're off.
And we're away for the main race of Thursday's Formula 4, and we're going towards turn 1 immediately. And H-Brother's got a good run, but behind there's all sorts of drivers running wide off the track. Will there be any contact? Will everyone get through?
Ooh. King's getting second place after
Oh, and that's a
shutdown.
Force India around in the background making contact with a Brawn. I didn't see which ones it was, I'm afraid, but all sorts of carnage going on there, and definitely some wing damage.
Rowan's gone off the track, so I'm guessing Apex.
And probably, yeah, probably Apex and Grow, and that matches the cars, so it's probably those, and not a good start for those two. The Brawn definitely has damage.
Oh, Mango's ran wide on that corner then, he's dropped down to 14th.
Yeah, it's not been a good start for Mango or for Apex. They've both dropped down to 14th and 15th, two of the faster guys, I would say, in this field. There's H. Rosworth holds the lead, but it's only by a slim margin there, the Kings, and they're all sticking together quite well.
Shots trying to take over big. Shots dropped down to 5th, so that's quite surprising.
It is quite surprising.
Hobbs still first place, got a little bit of a lead on Kings, so.
Yeah, there's all sorts of couple going on in the midfield there as BKS is looking to get a move on Shotby like, and he doesn't quite manage to pull it off, but they're all nose to tail pretty much.
Still early doors, so 26 laps. Obviously, because your 26th lap is technically your 27th lap. But Mango's slowly gaining petty.
Oh, we should know the 5 seconds speeding. 4 pits.
4 in pits. Probably gonna have
5
in
pits. Yeah, not a clean lap.
I expected Groen to be in pits due to his accident with Apex.
Yeah, but Apex managed to escape damage, which is critical for him, I would say, as Mango's coming into the pits, and that is really put the cat amongst the pigeons there, as probably the favourite, I would have said, to win today's race, despite starting 10th, has dropped right down.
Let's have a look at closer to the front row. Well, we're still quite bunched. Holdsworth obviously still leading. It looks like he's trying to make a move on weights then.
The top 9 in a massive train right now, and I think Big Way is quite close to making a move as is Pryor, so where is Big Way through?
Oh, Pryor. Ooh, CDM ran wide.
That's a penalty very early. 2 laps in, that's very early to get penalties. Pryor also picks up 1.
Ooh. Obviously, like we were saying, this track's not the easiest one.
Is that, yeah, there's also a Brawn round in Sector 1 that's Grenfell, it's the second Brawn in that shit train.
Alright.
No one's making any moves, but everyone is sticking together nose to tail. There's a, I'll go on, yeah, exactly, I'll go on leader, and there's currently 4 seconds covering the top 9.
Oh, wow, fastest lap change 3 times then, that was quite impressive.
Yeah, and just how much they're bunching up. There's DRS now in here, well, and we're going to with a massive DRS train here, I suspect. And Bradfield wants to try and get on the back of this, I would have thought as well.
Mango's probably going to be hoping and praying for a safety car to be out, so he can have a chance to catch up to the...
He is, he's stuck himself on my 2-stop, obviously, going on soft tyres so early.
He might pull out the mediums for his second.
Yeah, I think it'll be medium, soft medium that he's going for today. I don't think he could, maybe he could do soft if he has a spare sex, obviously they get all new tyres, but we'll see.
Still close to each other, so Pryor looks like he's trying to make a move on BKS then.
Yeah, Pryor's really close to the back of BKS, this could be close going to Maggots and Beckett.
And stay on board with Pryor for now.
I'm going to switch back to Big Way, where he's looking to make a move with the DRS here. Everyone's in a massive train, and this is the problem. They're going to struggle to make an overtake as Waits. He's got a run though on Kingsholm, despite.
Kingsholm's catching up to Hob with Worthlow, so.
Yeah, H-Robert's just managing his DRS. I would say he's quite good at that. It's one of his things I would say about him. I've watched him all season, and he's my good friend as well. He's very good at managing his DRS.
Lewis almost went into the back of Pryor there.
But Waits, he's only got a run here on Kingsholm into turn 1. He backs out of it, but then he goes for the switch back on the exit. They're running wheel to wheel.
Get it though. He's got the inside line.
In 2018, Raikkonen and Hamilton had contact here, but they avoid it today. Just about.
Kings did well to hold him off there.
Yeah, and good racing, they held each other's space, but now he's got a chance again, being so close in the slipstream. But again, they're both catching up to each other. Look at how fast they caught up there. Really using, I imagine, a lot of ERS, and each was just saving it all.
Apex is slowly catching up to everybody.
Yeah, he was still, it's only on 100%, he's just managing that ARS, it's one of his.
Mango's caught up to Flea, so I haven't got the fastest lap, so it's quite impressive.
As Kingston runs wide and Waitsy and Kingston are now going side by side into Maggots and Beckett's. This is going to be so tight, and Waitsy ends up running wide off it because they couldn't stick it together. And
yeah, Big almost ran into the back of Waitsy then.
Yeah, wow. No, it's all really, it's good racing, they're all so close together. One mistake and you lose about 5 positions here, I would have thought.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And Bigway's not going to go inside of Waitsy, but Waitsy runs a little bit wide, but Bigway backs out of it. No need for contact early into the race. And they're still so close together. The top 9 have really pulled away massively, particularly the top 8 even, glued to each other, literally. Everyone's running about 5 tenths.
And CDM's just a little bit behind.
I think this is the closest race we've seen so far this season at the start, with no one really managing to get away.
No, let's see. Oh, Mango overtook Flea. That's, yeah. So Flea's up to 4, Mango's up to 4.
Yeah, they're flying in sector 1. And which person's out? The front is it's Prix. And that's one person gone out of the top group, but they're all still close together in that top group. And King's Aim again burning more ERS than I presume H Bosworth's doing due to the closing speed. Yeah, a lot less, and they're just all holding position at the moment, but they're all going for moves, and it's been some really great racing. Waits used to get fantastic drive without going off the track.
Lewis, another penalty for Lewis.
Yeah, I was going to say Waits gets a great drive out of Cops usually, because he's always on the back of King's Aim when he's on the back of Maggots and Beckett's as well. But King's Aim's closing in quite fast as well on thingy.
Prix spun again in sector 2.
Oh. Yeah, hot tyres, they're not going to be good through Cops.
Hopefully he can bring it back and join the rest of the guys at the top.
I wonder about the undercut opportunities here, because with the top, I would say about 3 seconds, if not even possibly less, covers the top 7. Could someone look to get the undercut and grab maybe 3 or 4 places?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just one move will do it for anybody in this race. All quite close together.
It is interesting how shot we like, and as Waitsy lies at the tyre start, he's gone into the wall and he's out of the race. That is a big mistake. And it's a safety car. Exactly what Mango needed.
Yeah.
And that bunched up pack at the top is now going to be even more bunched up behind the safety car.
Mango's gone into the pits, so he's taken. And Milan's got caught speeding in the pit for him. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, everyone. It's a bit of a trend emerging, but I have to say that was some cracking racing the first couple of laps. They were all nose to tail at the front.
Waitsy just got very unlucky there.
Yeah, he just seems to step out on him, and he lost the car. I remember in a junior Formula race in real life, I saw that at that corner before, and you just spin, and the back end goes round, and they end up collecting the wall. Unfortunately, couldn't save it, and it's really brought Mango and all those guys back into play at the very back of the park.
Right, so safety cars just have is in sector 2 by the looks of it.
Now, how long can the mediums go? Because Mango is onto the mediums. Is he taking those to the end of the race?
Milan's on hot. That's a odd choice in this race.
Yeah, but if the mediums won't go to the end, the hards will definitely go to the end. But the mediums, if they go to the end, would have been better, I would have thought.
It's still there's still 20 laps to go, so
yeah.
Hopefully everyone's coming into the pits taking the free pit stop.
I think Milan's strategy is to go on for the hards and hope that everyone else has to pit again, and he can maybe, there's no safety cars, and he can stay close enough to...
Yeah, Shots come back on the medium, Lewis is on soft, Ped's on soft. So it looks like it's about a 50-50, about a 75-25 split on tyres this time. But let's have a...
Yeah, a lot of the soft tyre runners into the pits, and a lot of non-soft tyre runners staying out on track.
One thing that people don't praise is the safety car design. It is quite a nice little Aston Martin.
It is, isn't it? I think it's
Yeah.
really looking quite sleek up front.
I can't wait to have next season's safety car in though.
No,
I
that
think it's
should be.
a Mercedes, I believe.
Yeah, and the red crown stripe Mercedes.
It looked nice when they revealed it, but hey ho, you never know at this
It
point.
should be good, and you're looking forward to driving tracks like Miami on the new game as well.
Oh yeah, quite a few new maps, aren't there? So Mango looks 12th. He's slowly catching up the bunch, but I wonder if the safety car will be in this lap.
I highly doubt it will be. I think it'll be the next one.
It's getting quite close, yeah.
Has Flea's been in the pit today? Is he in again, or is he coming out? No, he's coming out in time.
He's coming out.
Well, he's not got a lap, but he's just going to get out in time, I think. And CDMJW coming with the comment, I forgot to put on my setup at the start, it's killing me. And that is unfortunate with no
Top 5
setup.
still need to pit though. It's the main thing.
As do the soft runners that have just pitted, they're going to have to pit again, there's no way they're getting to the end on the soft.
No, you lose grip about 17, 18, something like that. We're only 10 to go for 10 laps.
Yeah, the mediums will
If you
kill
don't
you
push.
at the end. Yeah.
Definitely. Milan's got a good idea with going hot with hards though. I agree with it, but it's an odd choice to do.
Yeah, he's just looking, I think, that the mediums wear off quicker than expected and I have to pit, and he doesn't, I think, but...
Yeah, he'll gain them crucial points for his team.
Yeah. And it's, yeah, I think Apex is in a good spot though, in 9th on the mediums. Yeah. With all those having to pit, he'll be in about 4th when they'll have to come in if he doesn't pit again, and the soft tire runners are coming, so he might even be in 2nd behind Sharpby, like, if he can hold that, so...
The boys seriously need to start catching up to the safety car though.
Yeah.
He's already had 3 pit stops, so that's him a little bit far behind, but...
If it comes in this lap, he won't catch up. The rest of them should catch up in time.
He won't come in there. Yeah, I was going to say he wouldn't have come in this lap, so... He's already had 1 more stop than everyone else, so... But you never know. He has gone on his softs, so...
I think everyone else will catch up to the safety car before it comes in. If it comes in at the end of this lap, if it doesn't come in at the end of this lap, then even Flea might catch up, but I suspect it may do so, I'm not sure.
Worth is doing well for keeping first place, though.
Yeah, he's managed his ERS really well. Yeah, because he's been able to get the drive out of the corners, and by using no ERS while they're all burning to catch off out of every corner, he's just been able to control the race and use any ERS when he needs to use the ERS.
Yeah, top 5 on 7 laps of their mediums, so they'll be due to hit possibly in the next lap or 2, I'd say.
Yeah, it depends if they're going for the 1 stop, they want maybe to go to about lap, 14, if they were going for 1, well, I don't know, if they're going on to the soft, they're going to go to about lap 14 to get
Yeah, I think it depends on what tyres they go for. I'd say 14 would be perfect for hards, but if they're doing a soft strap then probably about 15.
Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah, that's probably when they'll run to about, so could we have a couple more laps of intense racing between those?
That's caught up, Mango's caught up. Looks like everyone's caught up to the safety car except Flea, obviously, so... Nicely all bunched up. Again. Unfortunate Waitsy had his little accident, but they'll just be looking forward to improving next race.
Yep, certainly will be looking forward to improving next race, and I think it will definitely be in at the end of this lap now, because I think Lee should catch up, he's definitely going to catch up now, so.
Everyone's going live suddenly on Twitch, so it's like I'm getting all their notifications now. It's like, will you leave me alone?
Oh, and that is interesting coming in from Milan. 10 to 15 minutes, we're going to see some rain and the clouds are starting to appear.
Oh yeah.
So what, 10 to 15 minutes? That's like, call it 15 minutes. That's like 10 laps, would you say? So,
Yeah, give or take 10 laps,
so
yeah.
a couple of laps to get the track wet. Cover the final 4 laps on the intermediate, something like that. If they have to pit, some people might even gamble on staying out. That
The
can make
guys
it.
on the soft wheels will probably stay out, so...
And that is actually going to be brilliant for the medium runners and the soft runners that have already pitted, because they can make it to them. But will any of the medium runners chance on staying out that long that they can pit for the inters?
Nah. Possibly. What, with Colin... Top 5 will probably go in event soon. So.
Yeah, it would require a lot of management to get that far from the top 5.
Yeah. Most of that. Well, let's see.
I think that's where looks to go for it.
Kings looks like he was trying to go for it, but obviously still in the safety car.
Yeah, but now we're not on the off now, it's going to green. And H. Rosworthy's got a brilliant run there, he's 8 tenths in the lead. In turn 1, will anyone lose it on cold tyres? Always a problem at turn 1 here. But everyone seems to get through again, so that's good. And we're watching back at the front now. The Shug's like disconnects again from the thing, hopefully he's able to get back in. And
Mango and Milan were going tyre to tyre around that corner there.
And
Mango's actually got the position, but Milan's looking for the overtake again. He's trying it, it's gone a bit too wide unfortunately.
Yeah.
So let's go to the front of the grid.
Yeah, I'm watching that, and H. Rosworthy's got a bit of a gap to second, but there's a big battle going on behind the 2 Force India teammates. Shugstad gets back in to monitor track limits, so that's good.
Let's see if Big King will help Big gain some more points.
Yeah, these 2 are the top 2 in the championship though, so there might be a bit of rivalry going on there. They fought on the last lap at Belgium and cost each other the win as Apex came through to snatch it on the final corner. Yeah. And well, they're just going to sit like this now, I think they are. But yes, you wouldn't know this if you weren't in the server back then, but at Belgium these 2 fought for it into the final chicane and cost themselves both the win, handing it to Apex who took it out of the final corner, so that was a fantastic race.
Alright. Please gonna try and, I'm guessing, try past Jan? No, unfortunately the corner came a bit too quick for him there.
Junaldi, hopefully at the back. Yep, here's the Chinese trying to get alongside. He's going to go for it around the outside of the net. Tap there, tyre to tyre. The CDM's holding on quite well with no setup, as he said.
He's just got no match around. My type of guy.
Yeah, he forgot to put it on at the start, which is a bit of an issue for him. But he's holding on quite well.
He's only in 5th, so
yeah,
please just overtaken Jana. So whilst Groves goes wide, so
yeah, I have to comment on the 3 fast guys at the back though. Apex, Prime and Mango, 9th, 10th and 11th. Those 3 have probably shown, I would say, combined the best pace today, all on the big wheel. So they're all together on track now and fighting on the different strategies, those up front.
Lewis with a penalty though.
Yeah.
A lot of penalties have been dished out. Let's see. Let's have a look at penalties. So Lewis has got 6 seconds altogether. Milan's got 5, and the rest have all got 3 seconds. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
So it's nose to tail at the front, just 2 tenths between them again. And H was saving at ERS better again. He's got about 15% more, but you might want to use some of it here because Big Weir's got a good run. I think he's 4 tenths back with the DRS and the ERS. He's coming at him very quickly now. And I think we're going to have some of this nose to tail running again at the front of the field as we did at the start of the race.
Mango's trying to overtake Prix at this moment in time, by the looks of it.
Yeah, they're rolling this big DRS train, that's the thing.
We'll see if he overtakes. Oh. Let's see if Groen can keep this overtake. He does. Nope. He's... Milan and Groen are battling it for 12th, but Groen's just taken the advantage.
Yeah, H-Roswell's going to be in a massive...
Contact! Milan hit the back of Groen then, so that's unfortunate.
As Big Wheel goes for the lead and the outside, H-Roswell's on the inside, they're running side by side here. And eventually Big Wheel seems to have it, and he's looking around the outside. H-Roswell tries to get a better exit.
Oh, Prix with another penalty.
Yeah, not good for him, it's costing him position.
Oh, Lewis overtook CDM as well on that final turn, I believe. So, teammates? Yeah, teammates.
Yeah, teammates.
No, so, Milan speeding in the pit lane again.
Yeah, and this time it's H. Bosworth and Moriarty, who's now behind Big Wheel after the lead change there, and he's going to be looking to get close and retake the lead after finally his defence was broken on that first in of the lead of this race. But these guys, can they hold out until the rain comes? Based on when we had that message come in, I'd say it's about 5 minutes away now, maybe slightly more. Maybe 10 minutes until it's here and the track starts to get damp.
Yeah, 13, 14 will be the rain, I'm guessing, so. But Apex did just drop a place to go to 10th from Prix.
Oh, yeah. Mango Circles, yeah.
Yeah. It's a very entertaining race anyway.
Yeah, it's lots of battling as H-Rosworth's now going to go for the move on Big Wheel. I think he's closing in, it's down to 2 tenths, it's down to 1 tenth, it's going, you're always looking when he doesn't get it.
That might happen on that corner.
Yeah, he looked like he had a good exit, but to the left a little bit. As we've now got a yellow flag, and that's someone definitely gone round there. Is that
Mango?
Ooh, could he been going for an overtake there? I'm not sure if he was going for an overtake. I don't have to see, but definitely some contact. He was right up close behind Apex, as we said before, so we'll have to see. Up at the front now. A second covers the top 4, pretty much, a second and a half, maybe. I just thought it was a second and a half.
About a second, yeah. Apex just overtaking CDM again.
Yeah, and H-Rosworth now looking again, 1 tenth back into Brooklands.
CDM's going to try and take the corner if he can. Wheel to wheel, a little bit of contact there by CDM to his fellow teammate Apex. So
yeah, he's obviously not pitted yet, but these top 4, they're holding it together quite well in front of those that are pitted. They're trying to hold out, I think, until the rain comes. The question is, can they do that?
They're definitely pushing the tyres. They're all on 13 laps.
Yeah,
and so is CDM, so
yeah, and this time H-Rosworth's going for a move. He's definitely going to have a good shot this time. He's 1 tenth back. He's alongside, he's ahead. And Big Wheel doesn't fight back.
Oh, King's right behind. Big as well. Oh, Bradford. Bradford's just been overtaken by Pryor. With Pryor running a little bit wide on that corner then.
Yeah, and you know, Lewis has caught up to the back of this train again even more now, and there's like 1.5 seconds covering the top 5 in this race. This is probably the closest battle we've seen all season, to be honest. I can't think of any other race this season where we've seen them run so close out together for so long. H. Bosworth and Big Wheel's battle at the front has proved to be a bit of a cork in the bottle for everyone, and they've definitely managed it well with the ERS as BKS steps out a little bit wider and runs off the track, but he's going to have a good move. Comes to a move on King's Aim here, he's 1 tenth back. He's not looking up the inside though. He just sits back and waits for the opportunity. And I'm just looking, the skies have darkened even more so now. What started as a clear blue day is starting to become slightly more cloudy.
Oh. Let's see if I can get an update from Lucy's crash.
Yep, if you get an update on that, that'd be great. If you have anything in the Discord, do let us know please, as Big Wheel is going again for a move.
Play with another warning.
Yeah.
He had a better sprint than he did currently in a race, but most of these races you wouldn't think would be where they are, especially Mango, after having a fantastic quali and a sprint.
Yeah, and if the rain comes, that'll eliminate any tyre advantages he's got because everyone will have to pit for Inters potentially, unless they choose to stay out.
CDM's looking like it's going to be a two pit stop, sorry. He's just coming to the pits after 15 laps on the medium.
Will the top 4 stay out? They must be feeling, and so Lewis on their 8 lap roll soft is going to start losing a lot of performance, so those medium runners behind are looking in quite good shape, I would say.
And go up to 11th after dropping them places.
Yeah, but he's got a bit of time to catch up now though, and what started as a safe bet for the winner when it said has slipped away with another race performance like in Singapore where it all went a bit of a disaster.
I tagged him for the reply.
I think Milan maybe.
Let's see. Big's still keeping the pressure on to wear close, so.
Yeah, Milan's
the battle between to the first position. Big's going for the overtake and he's got it.
Yeah, he's a bit of contact there on the exit.
Yeah. Lewis just overtaken KBS as well, BKS as well, which is a good overtake for him.
Yeah, and those top 6 now are really running within all about 3 tenths of each other, 4 tenths, and it's battles everywhere at the top here.
Let's see, Mango. Okay, Mango's quite far down, so.
Always Kingham looked down the inside there, H was if he went a little bit deep on the brakes, they almost made contact, but he just about survived.
Looks like rain's due to come in next lap possibly.
Yeah, it's getting really dark, you can tell, yeah.
It's a shame we don't get to like have a weather update just as a tab in spectator mode.
No, that could be an addition for a future game, certainly. I think Codemasters should definitely make that a thing.
Let's see. Ooh, there's a little bit of gap between 6th and 7th, so Shock and Pryor.
Yeah, and a much bigger gap between 7th and 8th.
Yeah. Apex is putting the pressure on Brad.
Yeah, this is insane, they're so close, they're all within about 4 tenths of each other again, as Kingham's looking to get a good run on H. Bosworth, but H. Bosworth's getting an even better run on Big Way here, it's down to 2 tenths, it's down to 1 tenth, it's down to side by side.
Oh, he's got it.
But Kingston was looking up the inside there and they were almost 3 wide. Is it someone's retired? Is that CDM? Is that on track? It is on track. Could there be a safety car? Someone dives the pits. That is a perfectly timed pit stop. Forever dive for the pits now. And it's Kingston.
Yeah, unfortunately CDM must have crashed or something. Unfortunate for him.
Right, King's Home is coming into the pit. Is he going for the inters? Does he think the inters are coming? Has he changed them in time? Or is he not? I see inters on someone's car there. Someone's taking inters, whoever it is.
Let's see. King is on softs.
But Apex is on the inters. Apex has made a good call, I think, because I think that rain is imminent.
Groen's gone on hard as well. I've just
and Mango onto the inters.
Ooh, they're all going for it now. Good call, to be fair.
From those two, I think so. But Kingston dived in and at the exact same time CDM crashed and brought out the safety car. He had to make a. He wasn't even planning for that. I don't think. It happened at exactly the same time. It was just pure chance for everyone else behind. Their chance to react and dive in. But those on the inters, they're going to be struggling now. But in 2 laps time, 3 laps time, when the rain's coming down, might be plain sailing literally. Now, if those up front pit now on the safety car, and I think lots of them will, because I think they know the rain is coming, unless they're choosing to stay out. If I think the rain's not coming for maybe 4 more laps, maybe some of them will stay out. Let's say it rain on lap 22, maybe the track won't be wet until lap 23 or 4. Could they survive long enough?
I believe so, yeah. If they do well enough to keep the tyres how they should be, then I think it's definitely a good call to go in now. Just so when they if they need to change again, then they can.
But those top four have got to make a decision. Sorry, first, second, and third have got to make a decision. Fourth even, first, second, fourth have got to make a decision. They have to pit. So do they go on to the inters or do they go on to the other tyres? It makes sense to pit now.
now. So he must be going on to the inters.
I'm amazed H. Bosworth has not come to the pits and Big Weir and BKS. Unless they're waiting for the inters, now was the perfect time to make the inters stop if they're going to have to do it, because if it's going to rain.
Well, currently on the inters. Let's see what.
What is Lewis? Surely have to go for inters. He does.
Yeah, he's done a good call.
For people that are pitting, they have to go into the inters. I think if you're not pitting, then you're probably going to stay out on the dries. But the top three have to come in for something because they have. So I'm surprised they haven't come in, because if they pit now, they're going all the way to the back, and I assume they're going to have to pit for inters at some point.
I'm going to say next lap. I think the top three will come in.
But they'll have lost all the positions to those behind. Yeah, but they'll lost all the positions then to everyone else on the inters. So those three have already pitted. If they'd have come in that lap, they probably have beaten. They might have even beat Mango out. They probably wouldn't have beaten Apex out, but they might have beaten Mango out because there was a bit of a gap there. So
yeah,
possibly a bad call there.
Milan's quite far back from the rest of them. Lewis is slowly catching up to the group, which is good for him. And then everyone's all grouped together. So
ideally for them, I think that it doesn't rain on the restart. It comes in this lap. It doesn't rain on the restart.
It's currently raining now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I've got the drizzles on my screen, so.
Well, I've got some spots too now, and that is bad news for those guys, because they are going to have to probably
have to come in.
And that really helps the three that have stayed out.
Looks like the top 8 would technically need to come in.
Unless they're staying out, yeah, but unless they're staying out Kingsholm, I think on the softs, if he thinks it won't get heavy enough, could he potentially chance it on the softs? I don't know. He's got a long way to go, 6, 7 laps. That's a long time. It usually takes 3 laps to get damp enough to be into, he's then got to survive. And it's in this lap, so they can't even come in. They've thrown away a good opportunity here now. Those at the front that have to come in. I think they'll dive in now, but it's really...
Jan's almost crashed into Bradfield then. Gone a little bit too quick there. Well, let's see.
The top 3 stay out again, but behind them, Shotby dives in.
Oh, he's taken the early one.
I think that's could be a good decision now.
3 people in pits, 4 people in pits, I believe.
Apex on the inters is coming through now, and those inter runners are really starting to. The inter runners just need to survive one more lap, I think, and then it'll start to go into their kind of conditions.
It's looking a little bit heavier now, so.
Yeah, it's already, the inter runners are already doing quite well. I would say it's not too bad for them. And this is going to really benefit those 3 that are pitted for the early for the inters. A great day for Jordan if this could come to thingy, because they have 3 drivers already on the inters before the safety car came in, with now a massive lead over everyone else. But Kingsholm on those soft tyres is outperforming on all those on the medium tyres that are worn still.
CDM's lost traction, so that's why he's out of the race, unfortunately.
Yeah, not a good performance there with the mistake. He's going to be out his team again. We need some good performances for there, but for the rest of his team, it has been a very good day in the office. They're going to potentially take him some big points for between the other 2. So we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, they'll get what? Lewis will get 10 points alone. Always taking Flea with a little bit of contact there. It's
definitely inters now, and the inters are outperforming the dry tyre runners massively, and they're all going to come in. They're all diving in for the pits.
Right, so King
Apex takes the lead, and that early stop has really helped him. But behind Mango, there's no out of nowhere taking second. We thought he was out of it, but he's going to be in second place.
Good call for going in early. So.
Now, were the early inter runners correct? Will they beat out any of the people that are just pitting for inters?
Oh, Shotby Light's got a... Must be corner cutting again.
Yeah, BKS, what's it? Where is BKS going to emerge? You pitted early, not BKS, who am I looking for? Shotby Light, yes. I wasn't that bad, and shot me like is one of the ones who came in the lap before. Will he beat these guys out?
He does. By
Yeah.
the looks of it, he's jumped up to 4th, yeah.
Yeah, and it was the right call to come in a lap earlier.
Yeah. Good call for everybody there.
But look at the lead the top 3 have got on everyone.
Yeah, it's massive. 21 seconds.
And that's that pit stop. Yeah, they got the right call there. Everyone else got it wrong.
Hey, your pick might be coming first, here.
I know, it's looking good, but Mango is fast. We've seen that in the dry. Will he be as fast in the wet?
But we've never seen him in the wet, I'm guessing. Mango's got the penalty.
Oh, and that could cost him.
He should keep him. No, he should still keep him into 2nd place.
Yeah,
with penalties. So.
Yeah, it might cost him a chance to go for the win now.
So.
Yeah, no, we saw him in the wet for the first half of it in Singapore. He had pace, but he made and qualifying as well, but he made mistakes and ended up retiring from the race with damage. So
Lewis has made a 10-place jump. He's that's insane.
Yeah, we're gonna have a look at that now on my screen for everyone else as well. So the top 3 making big gains there, and same with Bradfield in 8th. The big losers, obviously, Milan and Waitsy, particularly big losers, also King Home. They've lost quite a lot of positions there.
Unfortunate for Waitsy and CDM though.
Yep, they
There's
don't want
always next race, so that's the main thing.
Yep, and it's definitely been a good day for, I'd say overall still, despite CDM's retirement, for Jordan, 1st and 3rd currently.
Yeah, there's a little gap between the top 3, but nothing major.
Nothing can medically get behind, and then the safety car would bunch everyone else up now, which could technically happen in the wet. I wouldn't be surprised if someone makes an error.
A little bit harder to get grip, yeah, cold tyres. Hopefully we shouldn't see another safety car, but you never know what will happen. Hopefully he drops down to 13th with Groen overtaking him then.
Yep, and the top 2 are very close together here. Dios obviously disabled at this point, so he's going to have to do it old school.
Oh, something happened in sector 2.
Yeah, so that was Ginaldi round.
Yeah, Ginaldi again. Unfortunate for him. He'll have to let Milan go through.
Yep.
Luckily, nothing major happened out of that, so...
Yep, no safety car or anything needed for that, and this is no minimal lap, so we can actually still get a safety car, so this is potentially...
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot who's got fastest lap.
I do not know who's got fastest lap anymore. Mango had it earlier, and obviously no one's going to beat it like Lewis, who's got fastest lap now, and no one was going to be beating that on the... And Mango goes on the inside. What a move there, but there's contact.
A little bit of contact, yeah. All wheel to wheel.
No, there's definitely contact.
Punished for that though. That is the question. Mango's only just got the lead, but he's got the inside line.
Maybe he's now going back round the outside.
Mango's just taking the inside, but it's a proper good battle there. Tyre to tyre.
Mango's pushing him all the way to the inside. There's going to be contact here.
Oh, he's bumped him there. That's a bit of foul. I think he'll definitely get punished for that by the stewards.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look there. It seemed to just be they were turning into each other, and then there was a bit of running out wide from Apex, maybe. I'm not quite sure.
I didn't think he was turning into him then, unfortunately.
I didn't quite get a good enough video, but yeah, we'll have to see what the stewards say about any incidents there. But Mango is now lost 2nd place. I think with penalties, he should get it back.
Yeah, he should.
Because Lewis has got heavy penalties. 9 seconds.
He's got 9 seconds, yeah.
Has he got any damage? Because I saw him touch the wall. If he has, will he come into the pits? I don't think he will with only 3 laps left.
Nah, I think he'll just stay out, if anything. He can't afford to go into the pits. Shots 16 seconds of pits, what, 20 to 24 roughly? 25, depending on obviously how long it is. I don't think Owen's coming in at this point.
And Waits comes in saying, Waits is coming saying another crash, just annoying. Which is a shame for him.
Definitely.
So, behind the top, well, 3 who've got a bit of a gap, although Mango's fallen quite low back now. We've got Shockbelight leading the chasing pack, but H. Bosworth and Big Wheel are behind. H. Bosworth's a little bit further back, but they've got penalty, got a penalty Shockbelight does, so these guys will be moving up another position, I would have thought.
Let's see. I think the lowest that Lewis could do at this point, if the time stay, is 4th. He's obviously shot being like 16 seconds down, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's going to be a close one. A little bit of dirty play by Apex, to be fair, to push Mango how he did. But just one of those things, Mango's not going to be happy with how that happened.
Yeah, Lewis has got through. I don't know if that was tactical. He lost a lot of time in it. It was a mistake. As we're going back with tyres, is it too late for a safety car? That's the only thing. Yeah, he has. Is it too late for a safety car? That is the important thing here. I think it may be too.
Disconnected as well. He's got an X over his head. It's just one of those things.
And it is too late for a late safety car, so that we know drama's going on here.
I think that's what Mango needs, is a safety car at this point, but unfortunately we don't get it.
Yep, and he's going to cruise home and probably take 3rd, I would have thought at this point. As the Jordans are likely to come over and take a 1-2.
Let's see, so...
I'm just thinking it's been a good day in the office for it's been a pretty good day for, I would say, I don't know, Jordan obviously with a 1-2, they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, they'll be very happy with that 1-2 finish, but honestly I think, honest opinion, I think Hobsworth is my driver of the day. He's been excellent all throughout race. Obviously,
strategy kind of caught him out as well, which was quite unfortunate.
Yeah, big as well. To be fair, numbers of a lot of drivers could get driver of the day today.
It's definitely
but I think Worth or Big deserves it due to their battles for 1st and 2nd.
Yeah, it was before the chaos of the wet game. Those two had it.
Yeah,
holding quite well up front. So yeah, I'm happy.
Even Apex. But also Apex, he's done well to come up from where he was.
Yeah, and he's looking good to take the race win here. If he keeps it clean, he's got 1 lap to go.
Yeah, it looks like it's definitely a Jordan 1-2 then.
Yeah.
Mango's going to be frustrated, but he gets a podium, which is more points for his team.
Yeah.
I'm going with my gut. I think Hobsworth is driver of the day for me. I'm
going to give it to Apex for the amount of positions he's made up, but I would argue that you're right in H. Rosworth and Big Rear both deserve it as well for the drives that they've had to the field.
Yeah, definitely. Well, at least you got one of your picks in the top.
Yeah, no, it worked out quite well.
Bosworth could actually get 4th at this, right?
Yeah, he's within the window, isn't he? For the
in Shocks, he's only a second, 1.5 seconds behind Shock, and Shock's got his 6 penalties.
To be fair, Lewis is only at 12 places as well, so he could be another good shout for.
Oh, Shock's just crashed.
Is he in the? Oh, he's still in, but he's lost position.
Yeah, he's lost his front wing. That's very disappointing for Shock.
Yep.
And the 14 there.
Not
unfortunate.
What they would want.
No, unfortunately, it's the rain. We expected someone to crash, but it's just one of those.
Yep.
Lewis is coming in the final corner.
Yep. So Lewis comes across the line and he takes the win on track at the British Grand Prix by Apex with the penalties. Takes the win after penalties have been applied. Mango is going to come across the line. He goes onto the gravel at the final corner, but he comes across the line in third. It looks like H. Bosworth is going to hold on to take fourth, just in front of Big Wheel. Bradfield will take fifth across the line. Kingsholm in sixth. BKS will be 8th, so it was Kingdom 7th, BKS will be in 8th, Prix 9th. It looks like it's going to be Shock in 10th with no front wing.
Shock's got a bit of a distance ahead of Flea.
Shock in 10th, it's Flea in 11th. And Ginaudi will be the final car. Ginaudi spins.
Final corner. It's not. Milan's taken the final corner for 12th.
Yeah, Milan's disconnected from the thing as well, yeah.
Milan disconnected, I think, early on in the race.
Yeah,
unfortunately, he won't be able to get any points. Ginaudi. Unfortunately, yeah, Lewis, F1 driver of the day.
Yep, I think he meant those positions, so the game will give it to him, but as always, a lot of drivers. The driver of the day today, and it was
a tough race for everyone, so it's just one of those.
Yep.
But I think you're right, I think Apex gets driver of the day. Hobbs,
yep.
I should say Hobbs should technically get it, but I'll give Apex it due to his positions gained and stuff, so.
Yep, I think there's a lot of drivers today. Yep. So, we've got Apex Finley took the win with Lewis's teammate in 2nd, Mango taking in 3rd with H. Bosworth in 4th. It was Big River in 5th with Bradfield in 6th. King's Aim came home 7th with BKS Kelsliver in 8th. Pryor was 9th and Shot Me Light was 10th, the 2 Belgians. Flea in 11th, Milan in 12th, Ginaudi in 13th, Groenfeld in 14th, and then we had, sorry I can't read the screen now, CDMJW was in 15th, but that is, did he actually get classified? No, he didn't, he got DNF, I couldn't see it, yes. So CDMJW in 15th, and Waits in 16th, both DNF, and I'm not classified, so I won't be scoring any points today. What a race. It was action packed from start to finish. I have to say there was a lot of good battles going on there.
It was a lot closer contest than I thought it was going to be, but I really enjoyed it actually. Hopefully next race will show even more promises for the 4 team and the Jordan team.
Yeah, I think they're going to be happy with that and we'll see how the constructor standings play out. So, next race is going to be for Thursdays at I can't even get to the thing. Mexico. It's a Mexico full qualifying format next week, so that'll be an interesting one. Always love a good race around the Autodrome Hermanos Rodriguez. So looking forward to that. At the weekend we've got LSR, I think, going ahead again with more of their races. I'm pretty sure their season hasn't finished. I'm not the person to talk to you about that. That is Jono is not here sadly, but so that'll be on, and it's Mexico full qualified next week. So it's been a good one. We'll see you next week's commentary. I don't know if I'll be definitely back next week. I don't know whether Shane will be back next week, but I'd like to thank you, Shane. That was great commentating with you.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a privilege.
No problem. So go on guys, thank you for watching today's coverage provided by LGE, and we'll see you next week for the Mexico Grand Prix full qualifying. Goodbye.
Goodbye guys.